Yeah.
Welcome to Derry is turning out to be one of the best adaptations there is of Stephen King's novels. It is masterfully woven together with the first two movies. To me, this is the pinnacle of what entertainment should be. Not only is Derry a successful extension of the Stephen King's It universe, it leaves the possibility of opening the door to explore so many other avenues, and nothing stands out more than Dick Hallorann. Dick Hallorann is one of my favorite characters in this series. There is so much to him, and so much rich history that could be flushed out. For example, we know he ends up at the hotel Overlook in The Shining guiding Danny, and how he should use his shining abilities. But in that gap between him meeting Pennywise and him meeting Danny, many fans ask what happened to him. What has he been through? There's so much story to explore within those years, and that's where a spin-off will really shine, huh? No pun intended. A spin-off would have success written all over it because fans would get to see one of their favorite characters become more rounded out and developed. I believe a Dick Hallorann spin-off played by the actor Chris Chalk, playing him in the Welcome to Derry series, will be a welcome addition to the Stephen King's universe, not blazing new trails, but exploring and expounding on known lore. This is the perfect time, because Stephen King's works have never been more popular than it is now, and Dick Hallorann is one of his most popular characters within his body of works. A spin-off exploring the life of this character would be welcomed by many fans, because they will have so many questions that they would like to know. What did he do after he got away from Pennywise? How did he end up at the Overlook Hotel knowing its sinister history? What other beings and creatures and things did he face? All of this could be answered in a spin-off series that will most likely be eagerly consumed by fans of it and The Shining. We know from The Shining, he says, there are many things and places that shine, meaning that he had experiences with these things, maybe crossing paths with beings like Pennywise, or coming across other things that have powerful shine abilities. Topics could be explored and expounded on about who really is Dick Hallorann on a personal level. Who were his friends? What were his relationships? How did Pennywise affect him throughout his life? Because we know that Pennywise has psychically imprinted on him. So how would that affect him? A spin-off could also fix one of the biggest mistakes made in the movie, The Shining, and that is killing Dick Hallorann in the movie. Because it wasn't supposed to happen, Stephen King was notably upset about Stanley Kubrick's film adaptation of The Shining, decision to kill off the character Dick Hallorann. In King's original novel, Hallorann survives, plays a heroic role in helping Wendy and Danny escape the Overlook Hotel, and continues to be a significant character in the sequel, Dr. Sleep. There is so much to explore with his character. We can have in-depth stories of how he penetrates the minds of those who he needs to find information about. You see, Dick Hallorann has powerful shining abilities as we see in this series. He may not be at the level of Pennywise, but Pennywise is basically a deity. But he in his own right is no slouch by any stretch of the imagination, breaking the mind of the Indian boy in the Welcome to Derry series to get answers about Pennywise and his whereabouts. Fans will also be able to see his evolution, his growth, how he transformed from the arrogant Dick Hallorann that we know in the series to the humble one that ended up mentoring Danny later on with the success of Welcome to Derry. It leaves the door open for many possibilities, and I believe it would be a big mistake not to explore a spin-off with one of the most popular characters there is, Dick Hallorann. The show could be called Never Stop Shining. My personal favorite name I came up with was Shining Through It, a reference to the creature Pennywise, but also showing that Dick Hallorann has shining ability. Let me know what you think. And don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. Thank you.